Hello, my name is Anna Cobarrubias, and I am a Youth Think Student Ambassador. We're considered the lost generation. People seem to have this misconception that young people are lazy, that we think the world owes us something, and that we don't care about anything but ourselves. Whenever I think about this hasty assumption about young people, the first thing that barges into my head is my mom saying, "Today's kids are ruined. Girls these days can't even warm a tortilla." Yeah, that's her. I thought this generalization about teens was simply not true. And at Youth Think, I learned I was right. I joined the Youth Think Student Ambassador Program my last year, my junior year. At my first event of the school year, I witnessed more than 150 teens all over LA uniting to clean a beach on a Saturday morning when they could have been sleeping instead. Young people are not lazy. Young people give to the world. Young people care about more than themselves. Part of our role as Youth Think student ambassadors is helping to recruit our peers to come to Youth Think events. For the beach cleanup, I remember running around to every classroom in my school persuading students to attend. Since my school is small and new, about 500 students, I had often heard complaints of lack of opportunities, also known as the dreaded, "we don't do anything." I knew I could provide an opportunity to change that. Even though only about 10 people from my school showed up to the event, being able to provide an opportunity of community service to my peers made me feel like I was providing for my school. I felt like I was making change happen. Who wouldn't want to feel that way? Throughout the year, more Youth Think events surfaced, and I continued to preach to my peers about the wonders of animation retreats, where youth could create their own animations to raise awareness about environmental justice, and Youth in Action events, where students learned what gender inequity is and explored how they could take action through different forms of media. I really believe being a part of Youth Think and this recruitment I did was the main reason I got elected as senior president in my school. Yeah, that's right, okay. Well, That and bribery, of course, you can't forget that. It's a given. My opponents could promise all they wanted, but they couldn't say that it had already begun to impact the school like I could. You can't fake a passion for making change. You can't fake a genuine interest for the students' well-being and overall schooling experience, and I think the students realize that. This year, as a returning ambassador, I was excited for the beach cleanup, especially because this year, my little brothers are in 7th grade and so could finally attend. At first, they were tired and grumpy, like most kids, but at the end of the day, both of them were telling me their experiences and how much fun they had. Kids need to be encouraged and nurtured at an early age so that they can develop a passion for something. Once someone finds their passion, it's easier to transform that passion into a career. I thank Youth Think for helping me find my power and the opportunity to get involved in making change. To see my brothers out there participating in the beach cleanup made me feel proud, like I was raising the next generation. I was giving them something I never had growing up, an opportunity to do something besides watching TV and going to school. I'm inviting them into a space where they're learning and questioning the world around them at the same time. Of course, it's not over for me. I will graduate high school in the spring, and I plan to pursue my studies in cinematic arts, where I will use my experiences and my passion for change to create films that explore what really happens in low-income neighborhoods and who we really are. When I see me, I know I'm not a ticking time bomb. I know I'm more than the general expectations of dropping out of school, getting pregnant, going to jail. I see a strong, confident person who is more than the expectations others have of me. I used to think that change only consisted of riots, protests, and laws being passed. But I know now that it's more than that. If you're able to impact people, then they can impact people, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, you're changing the mindsets that build up the bigger picture. This is who we are at Youth Think. This is our idea of change. Thank you. right. All right. Before I leave, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Stop it. No, go on. I'm just... Before I leave, thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. Before I leave, I'd like to introduce you to my fellow Youth Think ambassadors who were able to join us here tonight. Stand up and say hi, ambassadors. All right. Thank you.